Now, you've worked hard, you've saved diligently, but a ticking time bomb is waiting. Every dollar you withdraw in retirement is taxable income. But what if you could diffuse that time bomb, pay taxes on your schedule, and create a pool of money that's 100% tax-free for life? Well, you can. And today, we're going to talk about the ultimate strategy to do it, the Roth Conversion. This isn't just shuffling money around. This is about taking back control of your financial future, potentially saving a fortune in taxes. We're going to cover the exact moments this strategy makes the most sense, why it might be the smartest financial move you make all year, and how to pull it off without any costly blunders. So let's get right to it. Why on earth would anyone voluntarily write a big check to the IRS before they absolutely have to? I know it feels wrong, but the logic is incredibly powerful. A Roth conversion is just the process of moving money from a pre-tax retirement account, like a traditional IRA or 401k, into a post-tax Roth IRA. The catch? You have to pay income tax on the entire amount you convert right now in the year you do it. Yes, it's some short-term pain for a potentially big long-term gain. Once your money's in the Roth IRA, it grows completely tax-free forever. And when you take it out in retirement, every penny, your original money, and all the growth is yours to keep. No tax bill ever. And it gets even better. One of the best perks of a Roth IRA is freedom from required minimum distributions, or RMDs. With traditional accounts, the government eventually forces you to start taking money out and pay taxes on it once you hit a certain age. These RMDs can be a real headache, pushing you into a higher tax bracket or jacking up your Medicare premiums, even if you don't need the cash. A Roth IRA has no RMDs for you, the original owner. You can let that money compound, untouched, and tax-free for your entire life. Finally, let's talk about legacy. When you leave a traditional IRA to your kids, you're also leaving them a tax bill. They'll owe income tax on every dollar they take out. But inheriting a Roth IRA, well, that's a tax-free windfall. It's a game-changing advantage you can pass on to your family, who might be in their own highest earning, highest tax years at the time. Think of it this way. A Roth conversion is a strategic trade. You're trading a known and hopefully lower tax rate today for an unknown and potentially much higher tax rate in the future. You're buying tax certainty. Understanding why is the easy part. The real genius is the when. The goal is to convert when your income is as low as possible, which minimizes the tax hit from the conversion. For most people, a few golden windows of opportunity exist in their lives. The most powerful window is often between the day you retire and the day you start taking Social Security and RMDs. In these golden gap years, your taxable income might be the lowest it will be in your adult life. Your salary's gone, but your other income streams haven't been turned on yet. This is the prime time to strategically convert chunks of your traditional IRA to a Roth. Year by year, develop the lowest tax bracket. For example, you might convert just enough each year to stay in the 12% or the 22% federal tax bracket, managing the cost over several years instead of taking one big hit. Another perfect time is any low income year. Maybe you took a sabbatical, you're between jobs, or you started a business with a big upfront deduction. Any year your income takes a dip is a year you should think about conversion. You should also convert if you're convinced taxes are headed north. Given the current national debt, it's not a crazy assumption that tax rates could be higher in 10 to 20 years. By converting now, you lock in today's tax rates and shield yourself from that future risk. But what if you make too much money to contribute to a Roth directly? Well, for you, there's a clever maneuver called the Backdoor Roth IRA. For 2025, if you're a single filer, the ability to contribute to a Roth starts phasing out at an income of $150,000 and is entirely eliminated at $165,000. For those married filing jointly, the phase-out range is between $236,000 and $246,000. The Backdoor strategy lets you make a non-deductible contribution to a traditional IRA, which has no income limits, and then immediately convert it to a Roth. It's a simple two-step that gets high earners access to all that glorious tax-free growth. All right, we're about to get into the how, the step-by-step process, and the dangerous landmines you need to avoid. If this is making sense and you're getting some value, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Okay, let's get tactical. How do you actually pull off a Roth conversion? The mechanics are pretty simple, but the details are what count. So step one, you need a Roth IRA. If you don't have one, you'll need to open one. This is where the money's going. Step two, start the conversion. Contact the company holding your traditional IRA or 401k and tell them you want to convert a specific amount to your Roth. You can convert cash, or you can often do what they call an in-kind transfer, which moves your investments directly without selling. Step 3, and listen up because this is the most important part. You have to pay the tax bill. The amount you convert gets added to your income for the year. So you convert $50,000 and your taxable income goes up by $50,000. In order for this strategy to work best, you must have the cash aside outside of your retirement funds to pay the tax bill. If you use money from the conversion to pay the taxes, you're not only shrinking your nest egg, but you could also get slapped with potentially early withdrawal penalties if you're under age 59 and a half. And that defeats the whole purpose. Plan for the tax hit and have the cash ready. For you backdoor Roth folks, the process is a little bit different. You make your non-deductible contribution to a traditional IRA. And then as soon or shortly after the money settles, you can convert that amount, that exact amount, to your Roth. You want to do this relatively fast to keep the money from earning anything in the traditional IRA, because any growth would be taxable when you convert it. And don't forget the paperwork. You must file IRS Form 8606 with your taxes to show the IRS it was a non-deductible contribution and that you don't owe tax on the principal. This strategy is powerful, but it's not without its landmines. A mistake here can be expensive. Here are the biggest ones to sidestep. The biggest, nastiest trap of them all is the pro rata. This is especially dangerous for backdoor Roth converters. The IRS sees all your traditional SEP and simple IRAs as one big account. You can't just convert the after-tax money you just put in. Let's say you have $95,000 in an old pre-tax 401k rollover, and you add $5,000 of new after-tax money for a backdoor conversion. Your total IRA balance is $100,000. Only 5% of it is after tax. So if you convert that $5,000, pro rata rule says 5% of the conversion, $250, is tax-free. The other 95%, or $4,750, is taxable income. It's a brutal surprise that trips up many people. So how do you avoid this? The cleanest way to do a backdoor Roth is to have a zero balance in all your other pre-tax IRAs. If you have existing pre-tax IRA money, check to see if your current employer's 401k plan accepts roll-ins. If it does, you can move your pre-tax IRA funds into your 401k. Since 401ks aren't included in the pro rata calculation, this move effectively clears out your pre-tax IRA balance, allowing you to do a clean, tax-free backdoor conversion. Next up, the 5-year rule. Actually, there's a couple of them, but the one for conversions is key. Every conversion you make starts its own 5-year clock. If you pull out the converted principal before those 5 years are up and you're under age 59 and a half, you could get hit with a 10% penalty. The rule is there to stop people from using conversions to dodge early withdrawal penalties. Just remember, converted money needs to season for 5 years. Finally, don't underestimate the ripple effect. A big conversion doesn't happen in a vacuum. It can easily bump you in a higher tax bracket, but it can also trigger other nasty surprises like higher Medicare Part B and D premiums, or make you ineligible for certain tax credits. Before you pull the trigger on a big conversion, it's a smart move to talk with a financial planner or a tax pro to model the full impact. Make sure you're not creating a new problem while trying to solve the old one. A Roth conversion can be a smart money move. You're making a choice to handle taxes on your own terms, building a fortress of tax-free wealth for your retirement, and creating a powerful legacy for your family. We've covered the why, tax-free growth, no RMDs, and a tax-free inheritance. We've covered the when, those golden low-income years that are like a discount on your future tax bill. And we've covered the how, the practical steps and the critical traps like the pro rata and 5-year rules. The path to tax-free retirement isn't about finding some secret loophole. It's about knowing the rules of the game and using them to your advantage. By mastering the when, the why, and the how of Roth conversions, you're not just saving for retirement anymore. You're engineering a more secure and prosperous future. You're in control. Now, I know this is a lot to take in. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Now, we just talked about the power of Roth conversions and some of the landmines to avoid. But if you want to know when a Roth conversion may be a terrible idea, check out our video on that. And if you think we can be of any help, click the link in the description below.